Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of Hoppets, today joined by
Brett.
of Anomyces, checking out some hype stout from the States. Not barrel aged this time. We've had a good track record lately of just hype beer in general, with a couple exceptions of some more just easygoing beers on the channel, but we're back with some more stuff. This we got through Beerdome, so thanks a ton to Beerdome for the beer. Very small amount of this made it to Denmark, but this is Equilibrium's Breakfast Time is Relative. So this is a pastry stout, I guess, judging by, it doesn't say
At least
pastry
a
stout.
breakfast stout.
Yeah, Imperial breakfast stout maybe, on 10%. And it's made with maple syrup and a blend of Mostra coffees, Vietnamese and Brazilian coffees. And yeah, it says this, the ideal time for breakfast is whenever you want it and to enjoy it near room temperature, but they don't really talk about which coffees they use, like specific ones. They just say, Brazilian and Vietnamese. They also made a blueberry breakfast time or something like that, I think it was called. That was especially for Cantillon Blubber Day, where this pancake face had a small hat on it, and then like the sour pucker blueberry face, like on the label of Cantillon Blubber, but it was like instead of a mouth, it was a slice of banana or something.
Okay.
And I think they also do a barrel aged version. But this is gonna be my first like adjunct stout from these guys.
Me too.
I think Mobius was a nice base stout. I can smell maple.
Oh, porter.
Yeah, porter.
Yeah. It was decent, but I would drink some classics instead of that one.
Yeah.
Regarding the price.
For sure. Some get like Teddy Porter from Samuel Smith.
Exactly.
But this looks very nice in the glass. It's pitch black. It's very thick and it poured out syrupy. I think they just poured in a boatload of maple syrup.
If we also look at the bottle, it has this coating of something that looks like maple syrup.
There's probably a lot of calories right here. But it looks very nice. And like it's completely coating on the sides of the glass.
Yeah, it's almost nitro-esque.
Yeah.
The foam.
Very pitch black tan. Hey, let's check out the aroma.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Big maple.
Yeah.
And the coffee is interesting. It's almost like blackcurrant to this, I think.
Yeah. And licorice.
Yeah. And I almost think it's a mixture of maple and coffee that's giving it could also be part of the base, but there's like almost like also like classic British vibes. Yeah. Like Bassett wine gums or something.
And also that licorice, almost like sweet licorice.
Yeah. Lots of sweet maple. It smells like real maple syrup.
Wine gum. Yeah, it does.
It doesn't smell
not that
fenugreek fake. No. And it smells like cold brew coffee-esque, but also a little bit of that bell pepper thing you get sometimes with coffee beers.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, just a bit.
But yeah, it smells more old school and roasty than I expected.
Yeah.
Well, let's try it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks to Beerdome. That's a sweet beer. Very oily and sweet. Really mapley. And then there's like a hit of coffee and aftertaste is old school roast. I think it's actually kind of nice because the roast balances all that sweetness because it's really sweet.
Yeah.
There's
like a lot of maple in here.
There's a ton of maple.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like it's very old school beer. Old school stout. I didn't expect that at all. Like that big hit of maple, but like very dark fruity as well.
Yeah.
And like it's not all like fudgy. It's not like even chocolatey really. It's more like charry and roasty, and then like huge coffee.
Yeah, but not like a specifically sharp coffee. Or, it
doesn't kind of mellow.
Yeah.
But I think it's because
coffee character is very smooth.
Yeah, but I think that's because there's so much maple syrup.
Yeah.
It just kind of like
smoothens out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's like no edges.
But I'm still getting that sweet licorice and all that wine gum-esque thing. I actually think it tastes quite a lot like it smells, maybe a bit sweeter, but
it almost reminds me of like old school beer geek breakfast from Mickler. Yeah. With the coffee character. The coffee character is kind of like that actually. Like,
but I think that one is a bit more sharp and
and
it's toasty roasty.
Yeah, and it's maybe
not
a bit more
British.
old school. Yeah, and it's not as British. This is a bit more American. But this seems kind of like a mashup between British and American stout.
Yeah.
With a load of coffee and maple syrup. It's very nice, but it's definitely not a mind-blowing breakfast stout, I think. And it was not a cheap beer. No. We luckily got it at a very good price because of the sponsorship. But if you thought about the price, you can get similar kind of beers in Europe that are much more affordable. I think.
and that are around the same level.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably pretty happy I didn't pay almost 40 euros for half a liter of this, but it's still a very good.
But really, the more I drink it, humongous coffee character. And maybe it's just because there's blueberries on the label, but it is kind of like a blueberry coffee.
Yeah, it does have like a forest berry, blueberry-esque.
Yeah,
thing.
that could also just be a combination of coffee and all those kind of dark fruity estery flavors going on. I just like see the specks on the sides of the glass. Look at all that. That's just sugar, I think.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
But I maybe think that I could use just a little less maple.
Mm. A little less maple,
yeah,
so that you taste the coffee more. And then personally, I prefer less of the British vibes.
Yeah.
Less of that toasty roasty flavor and less of like the dark fruit. Not that it's a bad thing. I like it in a more classical sense, in a beer that doesn't have all this fun stuff.
Yeah.
For that, I prefer like a more Americanized base.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they ferment it with English yeast or whatever, or if it's just a combination of coffee or maple syrup and whatever. Yeah. But it definitely tastes more like you hybrided a British style Imperial style with an American one, and then did a crazy pastry. Actually, it doesn't taste pastry like, because to me now, I guess when I think pastry, I think beer that tastes fake.
Yeah.
And this doesn't taste fake. It tastes like real maple and big just coffee. So the breakfast
sweet maple character.
Yeah. But I think it's a very nice beer, but I'm not as blown away as I hoped. I'm a little bit disappointed, but I'm going to go like a 92, 93.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I think it's fair.
I think so.
Yeah.
I hoped that it would be maybe around a 95.
Yeah, me too.
But it's a 92, 93.
Yeah. But still nice stuff.
Yeah.
I'd say if you're in Middletown, New York, and you live close to the brewery, you should get it. But it's not something I think I'd trade for.
No.
But it's nice, and then we got to try it, which is awesome. So our first stop from Equilibrium. Hopefully we can try more in the future. But if you guys had a chance to try Equilibrium's Breakfast Time as a Relative, let us know what you thought of it. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And we're going to say cheers.
Cheers.
And see you guys in another beer review.